Hi,
Hello, how are you?
good. I hope everyone knows how honoured they should be that I am recording when children are off and I am off and the weather's gorgeous and I should be in the garden, but the Wi-Fi will not last that far out there because of the bloody construction, so I'm stuck at the kitchen table.
Are you going to get Wi-Fi boosters to go into the garden?
Yeah, well, we will do eventually, but literally at the minute, there's no like that. We're not rigged up for that yet. So if I go up the stairs, my Wi-Fi will go off. So
Oh,
because no,
really?
yeah, because no one's living up the stairs either. We're all living in that Willy Wonka room, so no one like we don't actually need Wi-Fi upstairs. So I know earlier on I thought, oh, I'll do my recording on the like outside. It's gorgeous, and I tried to go outside, and I was like, no, I can't do that. So yeah.
I love how you call it the Willy Wonka room. That only
It
has to
is
make
a Willy
sense to
Wonka
people. It's
room.
like the grandpa, is it grandpa and grandpa Joe? They're all sleeping in the same room.
We literally, there's five of us back to back, and Teddy. I'll see if I can show you. Hold on. You see that bit there, the flooring. That's
So,
the bed
so you're
frame.
all sleeping in the same room.
Yeah, we're all in there
How long have you been there for?
since end of January.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, like that's blown
Anyone
my.
who, for anyone who's thinking about doing a renovation, I would strongly not
So were
recommend.
you just all living in that lounge?
Yeah, so like obviously, like there's a double bed. There's mine and Keel's bed, and then the kids' bedrooms. Because we got rid of the bed frames, the builders have literally got all of our flooring packs and created like a bed frame, and the mattresses are on top of it. So the three kids sleep on the double bed and the single bed mattress, and then me and Keo have got like a drawer space between them, and then us.
Oh my god.
And then the TV unit is on the loads of packs of flooring as well. So like our TV unit is packs of flooring. And then on the other side of it, it's just loads and loads of clothes hung up on rails because everyone's clothes are there. So it literally is the Willy Wonka room.
They're not driving you crazy though.
It is, but I've got my like I'm overly OCD, ridiculously. So like I'm literally and I'm all or nothing. So what I've had to do in the last 18 months is just basically go like the first few months it was driving me insane. I was trying to clean up every time they were doing something, trying to keep it organized. And after about 3-4 months, I was like, nah, I'm done. This is mentally killing me. So now I'm just like there's clothes all over the place. And that would have really hurt my head. But now I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. I'm literally living in a refuge. It's fine. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just like we've had them rabbits. I got Alba and Teddy rabbits, and they've been living in the games room. This is going to sound disgusting, but been living in the games room that's just had the flooring done, like just had it laid. Keo come on like the weekend, and he was like, "There's rabbit shit everywhere." And I was like, "Well, yeah, like I clean it every day, but I can't help the rabbits poo." And he was like, "The rabbits are shitting on the brand new floor." And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "No, no. It's the
No.
first bit of flooring we've had down for 18 months. The rabbits are not pissing and shitting on it. Get the rabbits outside."
So they're outside now.
So I've literally just spent today putting the rabbits outside, and Albert and Teddy are traumatized, saying, "What if the foxes get them?" And I'm like, "They won't." We've made it all secure and cleaned all the games room out now. So now we've actually got a room that looks nearly done. We're about 90%. So yeah, progress has been made. But for anyone who's thinking about doing a home renovation, get a caravan and put it on the front.
That's what most people do, isn't it? It's much.
That's what I should have done because this has been insanity. Anyway.
I love that. So today we're going to be talking about yeah, well what we said was character. The actual thing is very me word this because there's no way you'd say characteristics.
Is
So
that what you put?
that's what it is. But it's
Oh.
what you look for when you're hiring for somebody. But I put characteristics you look for when you're hiring someone. But I know that you wouldn't say that. You say, "Oh, what you'd look for when you go
I'd
and
say
get hire someone."
what I want from an advisor.
There you go. What you want? What not? Well, actually, that's the correct way. It's characteristics you'd look for.
Right. Okay. Well, basically, what I would look for when I was hiring someone,
Yeah.
because I do want to be expanding the team soon. Like all of my staff now are all signed off as cast. They're all doing amazing. They've been like they're like flown now. They're doing well. You know, like they've gone
Yeah.
off flocking.
Flown the nest.
Yeah. They're doing dead good.
They've
So like,
flown. Literally, that's like they've just flown. Okay.
they're
You
off.
missed the full sentence.
They've gone now. And that doesn't mean that people can start poaching them, by the way, which I've
Yeah,
had a
because they
few
will.
which I've had a few of. They're very happy at the protection parent. Thank you
Have you
very
had
much.
that? Have you had quite a
Yeah.
few people?
I've had it.
I
And I've
bet
had
you off the back of the videos of the interviews, all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's who they are.
yeah. And honestly, Meg had one the other day. The absolute, she's going to me. I'm not going to name the company, but I was basically like, blah, blah, blah. And that she was like, oh, yeah, I've got a meeting with them today. I said, excuse me. I said, what do you mean? She went, who is it like? And I was like, they're basically trying to get you to work for them. She went, oh, I thought it was CPD. I was like, no. She was like, I said, I mean, feel free if you want to piss off, you can piss off. She went, no, I don't want to piss off. She went, I'll have to cancel it. So, be like, because I'm obviously, it's the first time, it's so weird because all of my staff, all of my advisors have never done this before, and I've never done it before. So it's like it's brand new for me and for them. And we were laughing our heads off. Like, I was like, oh my God, Meg, as if you were just about to have basically an interview for another company. Just like, they caught me off guard. I just thought it was going to be some good CPD. So yeah, all you, don't be trying to poach them. Now they're already in flowing and flocking. But anyway, I would like to get some more staff, because not right now, in the next couple of months, because I'm enjoying like the fact that everyone's trained, everyone's comfortable, and I want to like do more work in terms of like, you know, nitty gritty stuff now, like not like just the big bulk stuff, like nitty gritty things to perfect certain stuff. And then I want more staff. And to be honest, when I want staff, I'm not gonna lie, the main thing I go on is my gut, like as a person, like as who they are. So the main characteristics for me is they've got to be nice. They've got to be nice people. They've got to be able to talk to them, got to be able to have a laugh with them, got to be able to take a bit of banter, because our office isn't a normal office, and our like, even like Heidi doesn't come into the office, but we still like obviously talking things all the time, and it's constant banter and constant like piss take. And the need to be able to have the confidence to obviously do content. That's a major thing. You've got to have confidence, not necessarily be experienced in doing content, because again, none of my advisors nor me had any content experience. But if you're going to say, I don't want to be in front of the camera, well, you can't do the job then. Like, you can't. Well, can't I just do, I've had this loads, can't I just do like your leads? No, I'm not a lead generator. I could be, but that is not what you are. Like,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, if they were doing the job and they weren't getting the lead, that's different. But you can't come in and be like, oh, I'll just do your work. No, I don't want that. I want people who are going to, you know, try and do something different, be bold. Like, all of my advisors are similar in terms of content, but very different at the same time, like the style, their approach, the way they go about it. So I like that. I like that they've got the confidence to give it a go, even though they're all shitting themselves. It's just fake it till you make it, which they are. None of them were like, yeah, great, give me the camera. But I was like, it is what it is. Like, I can't stand it, but you just get on with it. Obviously, you need to be driven. I think people take for granted how much drive and ambition and motivation is needed in this role, because one, you're self-employed. So if you ain't pushing yourself, you're not earning money, and you've got to hunt every avenue. Like, again, I think people think when they're going to do content, and I say like content gets your clients and you're going to grow your business. Well, that takes 18 months to 2 years. That isn't I'll put 2 videos up and I'm going to get loads of leads. So in the meantime, they're like, well, I'm doing my content. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Have you been around all the local this? Have you done all the football clubs? Have you done all the kids clubs? Have you done the nursery? Have you done, like, you know, you need to literally go out and find it. And even if you're, like I always say to them, the way I always looked at it when I started was, if every single person I speak to, I don't know which person's going to be that diamond that's going to get me something that I need. So if I just, the more people I speak to, the more chance I've got of getting that diamond. So they've got to be motivated, driven, and you need to be organised. Please.
Oh, you're not good with people who are not organised.
I can't bear it. Please don't come at me and say, oh yeah, I was going to do that. Oh, I haven't. Heidi won't mind me telling her this. I literally, Heidi is the
All that's
most.
going through my head is because obviously you know, and I mean we spoke on you on this show. I worked with Heidi for quite a while before she worked with you, and she is terrible. So I'm almost when you're saying organized, I'm thinking, really?
No, but she was never like, she'd openly say, like, not even not organised, just so laid back.
Yeah.
And I am not laid back in the slightest, especially when it comes to work. Like, this is my baby. This is my baby, and I'm bringing this baby up. Like, I'm going to treat this with absolute care every moment. And I remember when she came up to Borough and she was like, I said something like, right, so we need to make sure you booked in with all the BDMs, you need to do this, you need to do that. I was like, let's have a look at your emails. I'll show you how to do your Google Calendar. And I got her emails and went, why is there like 88 emails unread? Oh, I haven't read them yet. Oh, what do you mean? You haven't read them yet? I've just not done it yet. And I was like, well, fucking do it. Like, what do you mean you haven't done it? Read your emails. And she was laughing at me like, yeah, I know, but I know they're not important. Like, I've sort of scanned them and I'm like, so why are they unread? Or it's like, Millie does it all the time, all the time. You know, like the you know, your thing, like the tab thing that I'm looking at now on your thing. I've got 5. Right. I've only got on there what is absolutely needs to be on there for the next day.
Yeah.
I'll go over to Millie's computer and I'll say something and I'll look and I'll be like, well, have you got 74 of those tabs up?
Just
like they're literally like 1 millimeter big because there's that many of them all across. And I'm like, no, Millie, no, please stop.
I've only got 1. Like I can only deal with like maximum 5, like maximum 5. And even 5 would stress me out.
Yeah, too much. That to me says scatterbrain, which says not organised, which says.
You know, it reminds me of it's like when someone has their phone, you know, and you like, there's nothing worse than you open up and it's like, I think, oh my gosh, like I'll close mine like I'll do it like now, like, yeah, if I go onto mine here, there's 1, 2, 4 things open.
Yeah, like that. You need to be organised. You need to be able to manage your diary, manage your time, be able to be realistic and knowing that it's going to be hard work. You can't be scared of hard work. And they need to be able to push themselves over and over and over and over again. Like, can't be scared of rejection because if you are, you're never going to be able to pack it out. You can't. Like, it is a very, very mentally draining job. Really is. Like, it looks as if it's really easy and it seems as if it's really easy, and when it's going good, it's going amazing, but when it isn't, you have to really, really push yourself every single morning to be like, I know it's going to be better, I know it's going to be better. And like I've said to all my advisors now, people think that the main thing is trying to like grow the business side of things, but it actually isn't. It's trying to grow you as a person, like you growing as a person and you being able to cope with the mental stress, with the trying to keep like focused, stay positive. That's the hardest thing to do in this job. If you get that bit right, and obviously, you know, I think it goes without saying that you want someone who is honest, trustworthy, like not here to rip clients off. I'm not going to bore everyone with that because that goes without saying. I don't want any thieves. Like, that's fine. But like, you need to have that about you where you're willing to do something different and you're willing to go for more than what others are. Like, it's not a 9-to-5 job. It's an amazing job when it works. When it doesn't work, it can be really, really challenging. And you've got to stay very, very focused. And I think if you don't have a team around you who understand that and make it seem as if it is really easy, especially if you're brand new at the industry, it could feel really daunting. And I'm telling you, anyone who's thinking about coming into insurance, it is hard graft. It is really hard graft, but it's worth it. It really is. Like, it really is. And I'm going to finish on, because I'm looking now at the time, but I'm going to finish on that I say to my advisors all the time. Whatever you're doing, whether it's insurance or, you know, a normal job or something you want to try and go towards, you never ever know when you've got that diamond. So there's a meme, I love it, I use it all the time, where you've got a man who's grafting in the tunnel trying to dig, and he's digging and digging and digging, and you basically see sweat all over, and then he's this much away from the diamond, and he puts his tool down and walks you the way, and the man underneath is still digging and doesn't give up, and he gets the diamond. Like, you never know how far you are away from reaching what you've been working your ass off to. So don't ever stop, because the worst thing that's going to happen is you're just going to be a better version of yourself. You quit and stop, everything you've done's for naught. So don't ever do that. Just keep going forward, because no one wants to stand still.
I love that. That's so true.